All right, Kenman here, the sumo wrestler. We have a live one today. This is a highly premium and fantastic looking knife from Jake Hoback Knives. Look at the presentation on the box here. This is from a pass around. I get to kind of check this out, share it with all of you, and then pass it on to the next person. Let's have some fun with this one here. Sandblast handle, stonewash, light gray sandblast accents on what? Well, this Jake Hoback Sumo something, huh? Yeah, the sumo wrestler patch that came with it. Here it is. The Sumo. Gives you kind of some of the info and stuff there if you want to kind of screenshot that. Couple of tools for making adjustments. There's always a nice little extra to have. There is the knife. Cool little box. All right, get this off to the side here. We have it, the Jake Hoback Knives Sumo. Woo, look at this. Definitely a high-end knife. Let's soak it in, check it out. What's it all about? What are we looking at, Kenman? The Sumo has a CPM 20 CV blade. We've got titanium on that handle. Real good looking design. It is a button lock. We have a thumb stud that has a really interesting triangular shape to it. Thumbs out, flicks out, no problem. Got a nice hollow sound. You can just use the button if you want. Oh, there, I caught my index finger. Boom. And I notice little area flipper tab. Wow, that is cool. That barely, see that little teeny space right there? Boom. Kind of just a little push button to it and it pops right out. That is cool. Okay, let's try the left hand. Button locks generally are good lefty users. Wow, this is a nice knife. If you want to try to pick one of these up right now, they are available in a few places. I'm looking at one, and it is listed at $550 for this bad boy. Woo! Backspacer is crazy looking. This little scoop section when it's closed. Okay, so you can see how the blade, this part right here, drops right up, and that is actually the flipper tab. So you can see this little nub right here that doesn't really look like a flipper tab when that's on the other side. That is in fact that little, it doesn't require much to pop out there. Let's check the detent on this, which is off of the button. It is a plunge button lock. So you can see when it gets down, the button pops out a little bit. Sometimes they'll get kind of loose and you can torque them. Wow, I couldn't get that one to pop up just a little bit to torque it. It just flips all the way out. That has a great little button strength, I guess, for the detent of that button, that flipper. That is great. Look at that little thing. You're definitely getting some high quality craftsmanship in this price range. That titanium feels really nice. The inset kind of section, captive pivot with a real crazy shape on that side. The contours on the edges. Clip is very unique and up on the edge. Look at the shaping on there. All the facets to it. Can't be swapped to the other side. No lefty love there. A lot of jimps on the back. I do enjoy that. No jimps up here, but it does kind of have a little ramp up section. So you can kind of get your thumb in there. This feels good. The where that tip is, it's right in a great spot. If I could afford this knife, I would probably grab it for sure. The action feels really fun. That is snappy. It has this hollow sound to it, just like a crisp hollow kind of a, but not hollow in like a negative way, just like I like it. It's got a great sound to it. Okay, let's see. Blade is solid right in the center. I really like the way that button works, and these thumb triangles that also look like they're like stop pins. I'm digging this. What do we think about this? Hoback, I have, what I think I've done one other knife from them. Says PS23 right there. Hoback on the blade. Other than that, no other writing. It just allows you to kind of soak in the design. That little facet accents that facet on the blade. Can you get down low on it? Of course you can. So you could use that fuller groove to kind of flip it out as well if you want to not use the studs. Oh, this knife is super fun. Kind of smaller, stocky, but short. I feel like this has like a purpose, but comment below. Am I missing something with this backspace, or is it just the style of that right there, I think. All right. Anybody have one of these? What do they think? This is it's a wild looking knife. 7 1/4 end to end, so not very long. 3 1/8 on the blade. You could say, someone could try to say 3 1/2. They go at an angle. Cutting surface is 3 inches with a slight curve on the belly that's almost always going up. Fun design. Just a little over 4 inch, not quite 4 1/8 on the handle. And it's stocky. 0.15 on the blade, goes all the way to there. They got this little cut up on the top, and then the grind, that nice point. I really like the aerodynamic kind of styling of this. Almost futuristic in a way. Is a descriptive word, I guess. 0.56. 119 there, thickest right here, 141, thickest on the blade, about 133. And this battery that likes to flash and tell us has been dying has been flashing less lately. Now we're noticing, oh, there it is. We're going quite a little bit of time before it starts flashing, like it's going into a new mode where now it's flashing less. Does that mean it's that much closer to actually running out of juice, or is it a never ender? Ah, that's the interesting flipper tab. 447, nice and hefty. 329 on the drop bear. I kind of compare that with everything here. We'll look at them both. 447 on the weight. So it's got a little mass to it, but I kind of prefer that. I like a stockier blade. I like a beefier feel. I like a little more weight to it. What do you like? What do you prefer? What's your favorite? Drop bear is a great EDC user, not quite full size. Same as a bug out. Same as a pyrite. Pretty much the same as this Hoback Sumo. So handle is pretty much the same. Blade might be just a little bit shorter than the Sumo, but the Sumo is definitely wider that way. But ultimately, almost the same size. I would have said it's shorter, but it's because it's so stocky, it makes it seem like it's a smaller knife than it actually is. You can kind of choke up on that spot right there if you want to kind of lock in. I like the feel of this. This would be one that I would carry and use and enjoy. It's kind of a little out of my price range right now. I've been doing paper cut tests. This is for a pass around, so I don't know how new this is, so we can't really judge this edge off of if it being brand new or not. But we can always see where it's at right now, which is, I got a crap piece of paper. One of the last ones I did there was really dull. This is not bad. I'm going to give it like a 6. It cuts, but it does have kind of a little bit of a roughness to it. But that doesn't say much. Like I said, this is not a brand new knife, so we're not really able to judge anything off of that. All it might need is just a little strop or whatever, and it could be a screaming edge. really fun. I want to enjoy this one for a little bit and kind of mess around with it on the couch tonight. It's a fun little fidgety one. If you can got the means and there's one available and you're interested, I highly recommend this. The fidget factor is there. All the different methods are fun. Even getting down on that. The button works good. And that little flipper. I mean, I don't understand. It's just so small, but it just gives it the power. Maybe there's just enough mass behind that blade for it to work well. That's good stuff. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.